What's up, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. How is everyone doing? Today we're just looking at some charts, some price action analysis. If you have any questions, just please ask on the chat. The idea of this live stream is actually to give you some feedback on your own charts. If you have any to share with me. Today I actually don't have any. So I will be just looking at some charts and talking about something about price action. Yeah, the main goal of this live stream during the week, either today or even maybe tomorrow, it's going to be to review some of some charts, trades, analysis that you may have. This is educational content that I would like to help with my view, if that's what you would like. So yeah, that's the main point of this live stream. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. This is something that I'm starting now to create this content on live streams. I started last week. Main point is going to be to do at least one per week during the week, and another one during the weekends on Saturday. That one it will be to look at the bigger picture and to look for possible setups for the week ahead. So, for example, if you take a look at euro dollar, we saw that euro had opened up the week at around these lows, and yeah, and I had seen the possibility of price breaking this level and eventually coming all the way to this previous level of support that may see price hold price down. Let's see how euro now is going to react from this level. This was also an analysis that I did in correlation with the dollar index. Dollar index in this case, it will be the opposite. It will be the scenario where it would break the lows, and then let's see if it's going to fill the space immediately. Let me just show you the dollar index chart that I talked about last Saturday. Give me a second. So this was the chart on dollar index. And the lows that I was mentioning, it was this one. So if you have seen my previous video, price opened somewhere in here. By the way, if by any chance I have buffering or have any gaps on the stream, apologize for that. For some reason my FPSs they drop sometimes, so I hope it's the connection is steady. So yes, dollar index, it opened somewhere in here, and I mentioned that I was expecting on Monday for price to carry on in the same direction that it has been moving it from the previous days on last Friday after a good move down, and that's exactly what happened. So we opened Monday with price going all the way down, and eventually we broke these lows. I gave that possibility. To be honest, my initial prediction was actually that price would go a little bit higher, maybe react from that supply, and then yes, create the move to the downside. However, the only thing that price did so far, it was just to retest this previous level of structure in here. We had a decision point aligned with these previous lows, and that's exactly where price react from. And then the continuation of my prediction, it was more of price eventually finding some way in here to retrace to the upside. That's what I would like to see before actually price going all the way down and filling out this at least until this previous level, or even to fill these lows. So I would like to see price retracing, so it would give me a little bit more of a better opportunity to then look for sales before even price gets to this zone. And that's now, it could be, for example, if price actually bounces from somewhere where it is now, so it's reacting from this zone in here, so we can even break it, maybe this level somewhere in here. Maybe you're going to see this walls being broken, maybe tomorrow. Maybe today is not going to be the day. Now Tuesday, it's almost end of the day, so maybe we're going to see, maybe tomorrow during the London Open, we're going to see that move happening. The break maybe of this low gives maybe some more confirmation, then another confirmation that the price wants to eventually go and fill this space, and maybe you have this happening in here. I would like to see also this high has been broken in here. And then price could break these lows, go higher. 1 second. I don't like this one like this. 1 second. Let me just redo all this. So I would like to see price going down, break it, goes higher. So much. Price goes down, goes up. Maybe leaves the zone in here, goes higher, breaks it, goes down, respects this level, and now goes up and goes up. Respect this zone that is created in here, goes higher. Respect this supply zone, down, takes this low, basically now respects this previous zone in here. It is aligned with all this in here. Because we also have this low, which is maybe a good zone. This one, maybe price going to react from there in the future. And then we could see price going out these lows, react from here, goes up, take the low again, goes up. And now we have this zone in here, this highs that I would like to see being taken. So these are one of the highs that I would like to see being taken. Let price even respect a little bit more, and now we have that fake out, and now price may be free to go down. So this could be the first zone in case we have actually this break of these lows in here and retrace. Actually already had the break of this low, but in case price actually dollar index wants to make a deep retrace to the upside, this would be one of the zones that I'll be looking for. And the second zone, it will be actually still at the extreme, because I think these highs did never collected actually the orders at this origin of the move in here. So that would be another good zone that I'll be looking for. Of course, it always depends on the approach of price is approaching the zone, just to give it a little bit more confirmation, and not just confirmation, it also helps to filter the trade itself. If the approach is not good, it helps to even look for the sell in this maybe future zone in here. Because what also can happen is that this zone, instead of being used to go down, we may have actually this zone respecting a little bit, then it's broken, and then it's going to work to the opposite side, and it is going to be a long. So pay attention to the approach, how price approach this level. It's important. The same in here. Maybe we are not going to see price reacting from there like this if the approach is not good enough, and if actually price wants to go higher. To be honest, I still see the supply in here, which is nice. So maybe price not going to react from here, but maybe from here. We'll see. I need to go into the lower time frame to check better that level. But either way, this level looks nice, aligned with all these highs in here. But again, if this zone in here is not good enough, is not going to hold price down, something that may happen is, second, let me just select another color. the orange. What may happen is that price actually might react as well for a little bit, but it's just going to basically hold maybe this previous low in here, or even this previous level of resistance, and it's going to go higher from there, and then in the future it's going to respect it to the opposite side, and it's going to work as a long instead until price then may push to this zone in here that would be a second zone that price can react from. So that's why it's important to look at the approach. Don't just look at a zone that may look good and wait to see what price does around that level on approach, and if it creates actually starts creating some highs that may create the liquidity necessary to then have the big turn to the upside, to the downside. Also check if price is breaking lows on the way up on the way up as price is going higher. Check if it is breaking maybe some lows, for example, may break this one before it actually turns. That's another clue that I like to see on approach. Okay, let's see now. So basically the first part of my prediction that I did last Saturday, it's done on the dollar index, the move down, the break of the lows. The price has been today reacting from the zone that I actually mentioned, maybe somewhere in here, but maybe it would be actually nice to see this zone being broken and to finally see some reversal to the upside, and maybe that's what's going to happen during the rest days of the week. That would be nice, and then maybe next week we'll resume and feel this move down. That could be an option. Just take a quick screenshot of this. One second. Garcia, how are you? Let me just take a screenshot. XI again. Then. Give me a second, guys, just to save this screenshot. DXI. Okay, so this was my prediction here on dollar index. So let's now take a look at euro dollar. And what may happen in here. So 1 second. Let me clean out this chart. Great. Ya hablo un poquito de español. So yeah, so the opposite was here on euro dollar, of course. Let's see, maybe are going to see the turn on our dollar index to the downside. Maybe on euro is going to be around this level when we are going to see that happening. And let's see what's going on after that. I have here this trend line. It's not something that I use that often, just to have a view. Price may react it. I actually like to use these trend lines the same way that I like to use support and resistance. It is more as to see when can I be expecting this trend line to be manipulated and like with a false breakout, and then price return inside the trend line. That's mostly the way I use support and resistance and trend lines. It's more to look for the manipulation that can happen. Right, it touch 2 or 3 times, and then wait for the fake out to happen, and then I'll look for the trades. I'll just keep this trend line in here. Yeah, if you have any questions, if you'd like me to take a look at any charts, just let me know. So So yesterday, after price broke this this highs in here, price yesterday it reacted from this level, from the retest of this high in here. And if you take a look on the time frame, there was actually a good opportunity to look for the long. So price basically reacted from here, and after the break of this highs, we kind of had a good zone to look for. After the break of this highs in here, there was a good opportunity to look for the long somewhere in here. With expectancy of price continuing to the upside. That was my bias as well. That I was not expecting this to be the last high. I was expecting the continuation to move to the upside. And this is something that we usually see happening on Mondays. So price opened, same direction that it was from last week, as I mentioned before. Price then somewhere middle of the day, it pauses, it goes down, it retraces before just then in the afternoon it just carry on to the upside, creates a new high, and then let's see what happens during the Asian session, right? If it is about to reverse or not. But that's already Tuesday's day of trading. It's not Monday. Monday I was literally expecting price to just carry on to the upside. Yeah. What else? I've been waiting for price to see on euro if it gets to this level. Let's see how price gets there. There's maybe something else around this support resistance. Let's see what price will do. From last week, if you watch my live stream last Wednesday, when I had the charts from Trading Box, we looked at dollar franc Swiss. It was one of the pairs that we looked at, that he had some questions about it, and this was actually, we mentioned about this level, that I mentioned that I was not sure if this was real or not, this touch, so I didn't like it. And actually the next zone, it will be maybe somewhere in here, but actually I'm just expecting price to get maybe a little bit closer to downside to actually break out this, and maybe then, yes, then maybe you have the move up. This is a little bit closer to this trend line, to this previous level of support resistance. So we have the zone in here around this high. This one was maybe already touched on the way up, which is in here, so it's a little bit weaker. So then another zone, it's maybe somewhere in here. I think I have even mentioned that zone last week, that's why I set up this alert. Let's see when price gets there. Yeah, so let's see, price now took this week. It's okay, but I could see price going a little bit further down, and maybe tomorrow going to see maybe a reversal to the upside on dollar franc Swiss, which would be maybe a reverse to downside on euro dollar, and there was a reverse to the upside on the dollar index. This level in here, it kind of still had orders in there. I need this with this zone, and price didn't really react from there, neither in here, neither in here, and in here it was broken. So this is maybe a good zone for price to maybe bounce now to the upside. Let's see. There is no need to rush. Price actually is starting to go down a little bit in compression. This was actually a nice setup in here. This was when was this? This was last the 2020. It was last Friday. This was actually a nice setup. We have this price. We have this clear supply zone in there. And a little bit of previous zones of support resistance, decision point, and there you go. Thank you for being here with me during this live. Hopefully in the future is going to be many more people. Much people in here. And yeah, the main point is for you guys to share your charts. and for me to review them if that's what you want. Some people have done that, and that was actually the idea for this live stream, because then I'll be just spending 10 minutes analyzing their own charts, and why not doing that during the live stream so everyone can learn from it. That was the main point, the idea for me to start doing this live stream. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen in here. Price now is retesting this previous level. Let's see what dollar franc Swiss is going to do. If it goes all the way down until that level. This for me is kind of compressed if price breaks its low, and this is going to be the next zone that I'll be looking for. So we'll see. Actually, let me set up another thing here. That's it. Yeah. What else? For example, a chart that I can show. This was an analysis I did last week on a prediction I did last week on Ethereum, and this is an example of what you guys could do, what you guys could share with me, so we can have a conversation to see ideas. Second, let me just get the picture. Okay, I think this is the one. Second. Okay, so basically this was the idea. And why did I make this prediction? Let me just talk about it in a second. Yeah, let me use orange. So price was approaching this level when I start looking for this prediction. We could see that we have spice in here. We can see that we already broke this high in here, even this one as well. So basically we had some confirmation that price want to go higher, and after that we even have this high creating a higher high, which is an even extra confirmation, and this is perfect. So basically something that I like to see as a pattern is, of course, is price going higher, is price retracing. Let's just actually do something like this. Second. Okay, we have this one. We have some decision in here. Okay, balance. Now this one holds, and now we have the break. Basically, what we have in here is going to be two zones. We may have the first one in here. Then we have a second one that is created in here. And you have this break of the high. Here. So what I like to see is price when breaks this high, first thing goes up, maybe confirmation that wants to go higher. I like to see this zone being respected. I like to see price coming here, respecting this level, and then go up and create a new higher high. Preferably the next, let's pretend that the next zone of interest is somewhere in there, maybe here. And let's pretend that at least price needs to go there. And this high is nowhere near close yet, and maybe there's another zone above. But the point is that this high is not reacting from there. It's a good point. But you have another high in here created, right? So we have the first break. Actually, we have even a second higher high, which is perfect. And now price is free to come all the way down. Now let's pretend that price is going to kind of respect this new demand zone in here for a while. Most people may start looking for longs just inside here, this area. However, we still have this zone in here that is still fresh. And this is where I'll be waiting for in the future for price to bounce from and to look for the longs. Aside from that, of course, we have this left shoulder in here. Most likely price is going to be collecting the orders somewhere in the future in there. Let's pretend that price is coming from wherever. So yeah, so let's wait for price to respect this level for a bit. And then yes, we have this strong move down. and then you have the break, and now this becomes again another great zone to look for the long. If you didn't enter in here, this is going to be your next zone, now align with this one, and so on and so forth, and now price is free to go to the upside. Basically, this was what I was looking for in here. So what you can see in here is what I was expecting to happen in here. That's why I made this prediction. I could see that we have this space in here. We still had a little bit of a space in here, but between these two, this was good enough, because this zone in here, this first one, it was created in here. A second, it was created in here, so that was already valid. So we had this kind of first flag that hold price up, even have a higher high, and now price is free to go, and it either reacts from there or a little bit underneath in here, and that's what I wanted to see. And then of course, as price moves along, see which high do you want to see being taken, as a confirmation that the turn is going to happen, because price may as well just carry on to the downside and break out the lows. So wait to see that break for you to, as a confirmation to go long, or maybe just place your buy limit in this case somewhere around here, which would be this first entry, and this one would be the second one. That's it. Those were the kind of two entries, first here and second one in here, and now you are free to go to the upside. What space did you have in order to look for a possible target? We had this clear space in here, which is this previous level of support resistance, and this is exactly a good target to look for as a confirmation. So basically from here we could fill out this space to the upside until there, and maybe just place your stop loss underneath these walls as a security, and that's it. This could have been the trade, and this is actually what I was, that's why I made this prediction, and this is basically how it started to play out. So this is another pattern that I like to see, this one, which is basically similar to what I just drew in here, with a little bit more detail in here than in here. Yeah, if you have any questions, guys, just ask and let me know. Even if you are not watching this this live stream live, if you are just watching it afterwards, comment. You are free to comment and let me know in the comment section, and I'll be taking a look at it, and I can then in the next live go into more detail of any questions that you may have. And literally these live streams is just for you, is for create content just for you guys. That's the main point of it. So yeah, and what happened afterwards is exactly that. If I have a picture, so this is one of the patterns. The other one is the KM zone, the KM level, right, which is the yellow one. So when I combine both of them, it's one of my favorite setups, right? It's kind of the combination of this one in here with kind of these walls, right? And then the other one inside this area, this high, this move in here, it's exactly this setup in here, which is, let's pretend just in another color, which is this one. Let's pretend that this move actually happened like this. Good, and it happens like this. So this was the setup of the previous image, and this is this one. And you had this big blue KM in here. That's basically how price eventually moved. Let me just take a look. Where is it? I can actually show on the chart. So yeah, so if you want to just take a screenshot of this is actually a really nice pattern to look for as a confirmation, as a reversal setup. And then find the space. The space in here, it will be a valuable target to look for. Maybe even price could go higher, it depends. But even just from here to here, it's already a really good trade, a really good risk reward. Of course, then as you go along, maybe there was now a new opportunity after the break of this, and you can scale into the trade. So you could have maybe the first trade in here, the second one after the break of this one, so it will be something in here, and then as a confirmation, if price goes in your favor, just look for the continuation of the setup. Another aspect that maybe most of you don't have a notice in this chart is actually when I made my prediction. Let me just clean out this. Is this aspect in here, right? So this low. So it's something that usually happens, and you see is when price then breaks out this low, out these highs, you are going to see that price will break some lows in here. So these lows are going to be broken, and the ones that are around aligned with the break of this high. So when price kind of moves somewhere in here, it breaks it, and then or it either breaks it, pause for a bit and go higher, and then these lows are the ones that are taken, or it's kind of the opposite. Price may pause for a bit, go higher, takes these lows, and then continues to the upside. And that's why I made the prediction of price breaking this price breaking these lows. And as you'll see now in the future, now as you'll see now when I show the chart, this is exactly what happened. So let me just 1 second. Yeah, let me just show it. Let's get the Ethereum chart. 1 second. Where is it? It's here. So the setup was inside here. So this was the setup. This was the spice that I wanted to see. Of course, there was more spice to the upside, where eventually price actually it got there, right? Price broke these highs as a confirmation. It actually then came all the way down. This is in theory the reverse, but what I would like to see happening on dollar index. Price retracing, coming out in the dollar index example, it will be all the way up, all the way to the origin, and then just to fill the spice that was available, which was still inside here. And this is and in here there was another great opportunity for shorts. So yeah, when people mention that crypto looks like a little bit easier than Forex, it may be true. I don't really trade crypto, but I follow it. So yeah, so this was the setup, and as you can see, this is exactly what happened. Right, price came all the way down. It respected this zone, so it filled this one, and it basically respected this zone. It broke the highs, so you could have the trigger to go long in here, and even after the break of this one, you could go again and try to go with this one, which is aligned in here. With this waterfall structure now. So have your break, go long in here, you have a second break, you can go long in here again. And now you have your the next break of a high in here. And as I mentioned before, we have these lows that originate the break of this one. And now you have the fake out of this level, and that fakes out these lows after the break of the high. So this gives indication that price wants to go higher. However, price still manipulates and goes down and collects these lows just before, then continues to the upside. By price breaking these lows, what it's going to do is going to create confusion, and most likely people are going to start to look for sales, either one of the zones, either after the break of this one, expecting price to go down as a breakout strategy, or it's going to start looking for the sales again when price retests these highs. In reality, price was still wanted to go higher. There was still all this space in here, and even this one didn't really get to the extreme, maybe a little bit. But yeah, but this is a situation where you usually see happening, and you can see it just comes all the way here. It retests this previous level of support resistance, another base of this one, the same way that this one respected the base of this one, and now price is free to go up. So be careful when price is actually in this transition of going from kind of shorts to longs, from bearish to bullish. Expect some kind of a fake out, breaking of a lows before price continue. The same way that price break out these lows in here, but this is close to the origin. In this case, in the middle of this, kind of in the middle of the zone, expect this break in here. So yeah, price 10 goes up, and the rest is history. As you can see, price filled this space. This could have been a target, and then you can play along and see what else. Eventually price got there. This was as well space in there. We have all these highs in here. That price never filled this on in there. Sending goof up, and then eventually we have price going to the origin, which was inside here. Actually, in here there was another beautiful trade, another Quasimodo level trade setup. You could see in here. You can collect these highs. These ones. I have the break of this wall as a confirmation. Even have the break of this one as well. If you want to go short in there, right from the top. And now price on the back still fakes out these highs. Perfect for a few pips, and price is free to go down. Confirmation in here. Price wants to go down. This was another break, which is nice, similar to what I mentioned, which we have this pattern. Then we have the other one aligned with this one, which is going to be the Quasimodo level. And there you go. And you're free to go. Basically, we had again combination of both of them. Left shoulder, fake out. Pay attention to where this high is reacting from. Again, it was reacting from a really nice level on the left side, the origin of the move down. And price now is free to go. Go down. So always pay attention to where this is reacting from, and also even where this low is reacting from. Didn't really touch this demand, so actually there is space. And price was already compressing as well on the way up. Basically, this one takes the order from there. This one took to this demand level. This could be a target, or then all the way down where price went to. And that's it, guys. This is like simple price action. Price does around important levels of structure. This is a simple reversal pattern that you can see. The combination of both of them, it's one of my favorite setups. And there are maybe a few more things that goes into it. But yeah, this is basically it. Then of course, look for the space, look for where the space is available, and trade always when there is space. If there is no space, you don't need to look for trades. We just need to wait for the space to be created again, and we move on from there. So yeah. Any more questions? Any questions? I think this actually, it was quite nice. What are you guys looking for? Any specific pair or? I'd really like you guys to start sending me some charts. So I could create more content for you guys. So yeah, thank you Garcia. So yeah, maybe today it's almost 40 minutes of a live stream. There's maybe the possibility of doing another one tomorrow. We'll see. Is it 6? Thank you. Yeah, send it by email. That's I'll take a look at them. Yeah. And yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll do another live stream. I think I have free time in the afternoon. Is it 6 p.m. a good time for you guys, or you prefer a little bit? I didn't want to do it later, then it starts getting too late. I think from 6 to 7 is a good time for a live stream. But yeah, let me know the feedback on your feedback in the comments. And also the one during the weekend. So on Saturday, I did it at 11 a.m. last time. I can do it after lunchtime if that's better for you guys. Just not too late. The Saturday usually is the day off, especially in the afternoon. So yeah, in the comments what your recommendations, and I'll take a look at it and see how to fit it in my schedule. Hi Per. Nice to see you here. So yeah, thank you for joining me. And don't forget, of course, to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and to share with it some other traders or students of the markets. Yeah, I'm going to be transparent. I'll be sharing everything with you guys, and that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time, and obrigado.